got out of hand now. We can't, we can't watch it now.
Yeah, you can't watch it.
Because I'd have been there sawed off a bunch of these little.
I felt like I hadn't really experienced anything. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know what I liked, what I didn't like. I just feel like I hadn't really experienced life. So I think at that point, then I was like, okay, I'm about to, like I said, just date on my terms. Okay, I'm about to, like I said, just date on my terms. And like, however I want to move, whatever I want to do, I'm gonna do it. And if it's no longer serving me, I'm gonna move on.
I've given her advice quite a few times. But it's difficult because she's 25. She's growing up as a public figure. She doesn't get to make her mistakes like everybody else.
It seems like recently, Lori allegedly named her own father in an FBI investigation. And let's just say Steve is not taking it lightly.
Saying it's true. You got to be careful about a guy that comes on with everything. He can't keep that pace up, ladies. In 90 days, he'll show you who he is.
Behind closed doors, sources claim Steve has been sending brutal warnings her way. And this family feud is boiling over in ways we never expected.
What's the best advice they've given you?
Just remember that you're the prize at all times.
Boom.
Best advice.
Is this a case of betrayal at its worst? A revenge move? Or is there a deeper, darker family secret unraveling before our very eyes? Let's find out. Lori Harvey didn't just accidentally stumble on some party footage. This feels way too planned. And let's be real, the fallout could be massive, leaving careers in total shambles. Steve Harvey's been the face of family values, clean comedy, and that relationship guru vibe for years. But behind that squeaky clean image, there have always been rumors, whispers about his controlling ways, power moves, and those tight Hollywood connections he keeps on the low. Now, with Lori's leaked footage making waves, it looks like all that tea is about to spill big time.
The TD Jakes have slept with multiple men at Diddy's parties and abroad, and they refer to him as being a power bottom.
Fans are shook by Steve Harvey, and let's be honest, he's been getting side eyes for a minute now. The rumors about him allegedly setting up Lori with Diddy after Kim Porter's passing already had people raising their eyebrows, but now it's looking way messier than just Lori. Word on the street is Steve might have been way more involved in the whole situation than anyone thought. Behind all the smooth suits and feel-good advice, could there be a darker twist to his story?
Very much in a space right now where I'm not doing anything that's gonna compromise my peace and happiness.
And then, bam, the entertainment world got rocked when Diddy was arrested in Manhattan. Federal agents swooped in and hit the music mogul with some heavy charges: racketeering, conspiracy, and exploitation. For a guy who's been a powerhouse in music, fashion, TV, and nightlife, this arrest completely shattered the polished image people thought they knew. The whole thing feels like the beginning of a massive unraveling.
Because I'm so quiet, there's been so many stories that have been made up about me. Like I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship.
Celebrity connections always seem to come with a side of drama, and Lori Harvey being in the mix just cranks up the intrigue. Her past with Diddy is already eyebrow-raising enough, especially when you remember she used to date his son. Talk about a plot twist. The whole thing is just weird. No way around it. But here's where it gets even wilder. People are speculating that Lori's relationship with Diddy wasn't just about romance. Some are saying it might have been tied to settling debts, not Steve's, but maybe Lori's own. Sure, she's gorgeous and well-connected, but could her link to Diddy have been more about business than love? Makes you wonder. And if that wasn't enough tea, Cat Williams comes along and drops a bombshell, claiming Steve Harvey made some kind of pact with Hollywood involving his soul. Yep, you read that right. Now fans are buzzing, asking just how deep the secrets in Hollywood go. It's messy, it's juicy, and it's got everyone talking.
Steve Harvey, some stand-up man. No, I'm a kiss old girl who owned TV One. He used to kiss her. That's how he had to ring.
Looks like Steve Harvey's rise to fame might have had a way bigger impact on Lori's future than anyone ever guessed. Recently, Suga Knight, who's definitely seen it all, dropped some serious bombshells. He claimed Diddy has an entire team dedicated to cleaning up his messes, and guess who Suga called out as part of that operation? Yep, none other than Steve Harvey himself. And Suga didn't just throw Steve's name in for fun. He hinted there's a paper trail connecting Diddy's PR cover-up straight back to Steve. Now that opens a whole can of questions. Why would someone like Steve, who's built his own massive empire, get tangled up in someone else's drama? Especially when that's someone who's his peer was romantically involved with his daughter.
What's up, boy? My man. Appreciate you, man.
Word on the street is that Steve Harvey might be more tied up with Diddy than anyone ever imagined, and not in the best way. Steve's a big shot in the entertainment world, so you'd think he calls the shots. But apparently, Diddy might be the one guy he answers to. Rumors are flying that Steve's been taking orders from Diddy, and it gets even messier. Some folks are saying his own family isn't off limits. Yep, the buzz is that even Steve's daughter Lori is somehow caught up in all this drama. There's talk that Steve might have been handling some dirty business for Diddy, and the whole situation is raising eyebrows. Like, how deep does this connection really go?
I'm not doing anything that's gonna compromise my peace and happiness.
Looks like those rumors were more than just talk. Lately, with the whole Tupac saga still unfolding, Suga Knight has been dropping some serious bombshells, and he's even brought Steve Harvey into the mix. Suga threw shade at Harvey, questioning if he really had that much love for Tupac like he always claims. But it didn't stop there. Knight hinted that Harvey was more than just some casual friend of Diddy's. According to him, Harvey made a pretty penny off the connection and might even be protecting someone tied to Tupac's death.
If you love Pac so much, how you with the everybody say got something to do with the first get down that happened to Pac in New York, then the second one. Since you want to bring up the source.
As the drama unfolds, Suga Knight is really calling out Steve Harvey for seemingly not caring about Tupac's legacy. He downplayed the whole East Coast-West Coast feud that rocked Tupac's life and led to the deaths of icons like Biggie Smalls. It seems like Harvey has been convincing everyone that Diddy was off the hook for all the chaos that went down during that time. But that's not all. Knight suggests that Steve's involvement with Diddy goes way deeper than just cleaning up messes. There are whispers that he might have even offered up his own daughter to Diddy. And get this, Lori Harvey's situation with Diddy might not be what everyone thought. In a recent chat with E! News, she shot down the rumors, saying she often hears about dating someone she hasn't even met in person.
Yeah, I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship and I'll see the guy and I'm like, I've actually never even met him before.
The unexpected pairing of figures like Diddy and TD Jakes at a private event is raising eyebrows. And not just because of the unusual mix of a rap mogul and a revered pastor. It hints at a secretive world where the lines between faith, business, and indulgence blur. If Steve has been straddling both sides, preaching values by day and mingling in elite, indulgent circles by night, this leak could expose a double life that no PR spin could contain. But here's the bombshell. TD Jakes' name is now swirling in the mix. That's right, one of the most respected pastors in the world allegedly tied to Diddy's wild escapades. And the rumors? They're wild. Whispers of leaked freak-off tapes supposedly involving Jakes are setting social media ablaze. Just how deep does this scandal run, and what's really going on behind the scenes? Let's unpack it. In a recent clip, Jakes passionately addressed his congregation, calling for transparency. "Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?" he thundered, his dramatic delivery igniting even more speculation. People are talking, and the reactions are intense. On social media, the buzz is electric. Some are here for the humor, claiming it's about time we get back to raw, unapologetic commentary, even about pastors. After all, they're human too, right? Others, however, are deeply unsettled, questioning the swirling rumors and their implications for such a prominent figure. For starters, his close friendship with Diddy is raising eyebrows. He even officiated Kim Porter's funeral, showing just how tight they are. But what's really making people suspicious is seeing TD Jakes at Diddy's infamous parties. Like, why would a man of God be at those kinds of events? Even Diddy's ex-bodyguard chimed in, saying the only reason TD Jakes would be there is if he's mixed up in the same wild stuff that goes down at those parties. Now everyone's wondering, what's really going on?
And why would a religious man like himself be at a party, which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bruh? Whether it's drinking, maybe fornicating.
Jaguar Wright recently stirred the pot, claiming that at Diddy's parties, it's all about two things, money and S. According to her, if TD Jakes is in attendance, it's because he's after one of those two things. The drama surrounding TD Jakes escalated on December 21st, 2023, when a viral TikTok video dropped some explosive allegations. Following Cassie's settlement in her lawsuit against Diddy, a TikToker spilled some serious tea. Allegedly, Cassie handed over sensitive materials to the FBI, including recordings from Diddy's infamous parties and even Kim Porter's secret phone. The TikTok claims that one of these tapes features someone revealing Cassie's involvement in a scandalous clip that suggests TD Jakes and other prominent figures were caught up in Diddy's wild gatherings. Rumor has it that Diddy's parties were wild, hookups with multiple men and things spiraling out of control. Now, the big question is, what's really on those tapes? The email says, "So I want to put you up on game on the real nature of Diddy and Bishop Jakes' relationship. But first, let's understand that Bishop Jakes is not of God. He is undoubtedly a Freemason, and so was Diddy. I say was because it seems as though he has been stripped of his protection, privileges, and power. But make no mistake about it, his soul is still spoken for by the devil. He will never be able to fend off or escape that harsh reality. Anyways, I'm told Diddy and Jakes are MK, the real nature of their relationship." According to the email, Kim Porter allegedly accused TD Jakes of having an affair with a younger man just a year after his marriage. The scandal was reportedly swept under the rug. Fast forward to 1999, and a man reportedly threatened to expose Jakes, but mysteriously disappeared. Rumor has it he was paid off to stay silent. 2 years later, the same man was found dead from a gunshot wound to the head, allegedly linked to Jake's past. This all supposedly took place at Emmanuel Temple of Faith in Smithers, West Virginia. Locals from Jake's hometown are said to have been whispering that he's been on the down low for years. There's even talk of an older pastor grooming him, and word is that Jakes is often seen indulging in drinks and cigars in a private area at Diddy's parties. Just because he's tucked away in a private invite-only section doesn't mean he's out of the spotlight. One person has even questioned why she's never on the guest list, fueling speculation about the inner circle. But keep in mind, these are all unverified rumors circulating online, with no concrete evidence to back them up. Still, the buzz on social media is real and people are eating it up. One person said, "Anyone with an ounce of godliness knew Jakes and Tyler weren't men of God. We know, not the true God." Another one added, "Even the devil goes to parties. Souls are destroyed by deceit and lies. Money talks and the sins follow." And then there's this psychic on TikTok who apparently predicted all this drama 2 years ago. She went on this wild rant claiming that Jakes is mixed up with some shady stuff, like being a Freemason, taking oaths to the dark side, and serving Satan as his top boss. According to her, he's using his spiritual gifts to play mind games with folks. But wait, it gets juicier. She even predicted that Jakes would find himself smack dab in the middle of one of the biggest scandals ever, hinting that it would revolve around his S preferences.
The Lord said that Bishop T.D. Jakes will have one of the biggest scandals of all time in the Christian church.
While there's no hard evidence to back up the allegations against T.D. Jakes, the pastor is no stranger to controversy. In 2009, his son Jermaine found himself in hot water after being accused of engaging in shady activities at PE Park in Dallas. Then, just last year, another scandal emerged when Jake's daughter's estranged husband was accused of serious misconduct involving their adopted daughter. With all this drama surrounding him, many are questioning whether T.D. Jakes can still be viewed as a trusted man of God. Gene Deal even weighed in, stating that he can't see Jakes as his type of pastor because, as he put it, Jakes' own house isn't in order.
Take him serious. That's not my type of pastor. You know, you got to look at a person's household, and if your household is not in order, you understand, how you gonna help somebody else get their house in order?
And it's not just him. A lot of folks, like Linnell, are disappointed and questioning their faith in Jakes. She says she's been let down by people she's looked up to before, so she can't put it past Jakes to be involved in the rumors.
Shook my head to say, unfortunately, I don't put nothing past nobody no more.
There you go.
I just can't get shocked no more.
Yep.
I've been so disappointed in the people that I've looked up to.
Given everything that's come to light about Diddy, it's no surprise that people are questioning the integrity of figures like T.D. Jakes. Take, for example, the recent lawsuit filed by Lil Rod against Diddy, which included some of the most disturbing allegations ever seen in the public eye. According to the lawsuit, there are screenshots allegedly showing gatherings at Diddy's involving underage girls, workers, and even claims that some of the women's drinks were tampered with at Diddy's direction. The legal bombshell also named several prominent figures, including Diddy's right-hand woman, Christina Coram, Universal Music Group CEO Sir Lucian Grange, and former Motown Records CEO Ethiopia Habtemariam, all implicated in the swirling legal drama. The lawsuit further alleges that Grange, Habtemariam, Motown Records, Love Records, and Universal Music Group were all part of a coordinated effort with Diddy, forming a RICO enterprise that failed to properly monitor or intervene in the actions of Combs, his son, and his chief of staff. Amid this storm of allegations, on December 21, 2023, T.D. Jakes suddenly found himself at the center of attention. The trigger for this surge of interest was a TikTok video posted by user Maisha on X, formerly Twitter. The video made explosive claims suggesting that R&B singer Cassie Ventura had handed over evidence to the FBI. This supposed evidence pointed directly at Diddy and emerged just a month after Cassie filed a lawsuit accusing him of committing serious acts of violence during their tumultuous 10-year relationship.
To the Fed, she has turned over videotapes, a USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone. Now, there is also an alleged email out.
Following the resolution of the civil lawsuit against Bad Boy Records founder Cassie Ventura, there are claims circulating on social media by user Maisha that suggest she went further than just settling. Allegedly, Ventura provided additional evidence to the FBI, reportedly including tapes from Diddy's parties and a burner phone that belonged to Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-girlfriend and mother of his 4 children, who passed away in 2018 at the age of 47. According to Maisha, the TikTok user, the submitted evidence also involves an email that supposedly incriminates Diddy's close friend, Pastor T.D. Jakes, who officiated at Kim Porter's burial. In a clip shared by Maisha, an unidentified man claimed that Cassie handed over tapes depicting alleged wild parties at Diddy's place, implicating various prominent individuals, including T.D. Jakes, who is alleged to have had relationships with multiple men during these gatherings.
I'm not finna say nothing else.
T.D. Jakes, the founder of the Potter's House, a non-denominational multicultural church and a humanitarian organization based in Dallas, occupies a prominent position as one of the most influential Christian preachers in the United States. Renowned for his dynamic preaching style, Jakes has garnered recognition not only within religious circles, but also in the broader public sphere. Often seen alongside celebrities, including Diddy, Jakes has earned accolades beyond the religious community. Time magazine hailed him as America's best preacher, and the New York Times recognized him as one of the nation's most influential and mesmerizing preachers, highlighting his nationwide impact.
Why would a religious man like himself be at a party which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bruh? Whether it's drinking, maybe fornicating, maybe...
Amid multiple women suing hip-hop mogul Diddy and his associates for alleged misconduct, attention has turned to the close relationship between Diddy and renowned pastor T.D. Jakes. Diddy has long spoken highly of Pastor Jakes, crediting him with helping guide him through difficult times. In 2021, their bond grew stronger when they announced a partnership to bring Jakes' exclusive sermon series to Revolt TV, Diddy's Black-owned multimedia platform, further solidifying their collaboration. Recently, a TikTok video has emerged making unverified claims that Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie, may have submitted evidence implicating both Diddy and Pastor Jakes in alleged criminal activities. The video also suggested that Pastor Jakes was involved in exploiting young men at events hosted by Diddy. Additionally, Lori Harvey finds herself caught in the web of this controversy. Known for her high-profile relationships with figures like Diddy and Michael B. Jordan, Lori is hardly a naive influencer. Every move she's made, from her relationships to her current involvement in this scandal, indicates someone who is fully aware of the power of timing and media. The leak of this information, especially if connected to rumors that her father, Steve Harvey, disapproved of her choices or tried to intervene in her career, might be a calculated move, a bold statement of defiance, signaling she's not someone to be underestimated.
If Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be 2 reasons. Money or That's all that happens at Diddy parties.
By releasing this footage, Lori is signaling that she's done being anyone's pawn, especially Steve's. The fallout could permanently damage her stepfather's career, and she knows it. This is bigger than just family drama. This is about power, control, and making sure everyone knows who's really in charge of her narrative. This leak puts both Diddy and T.D. Jakes in a precarious position, deepening the mess surrounding them. Diddy has long been associated with scandals, from failed business ventures to whispers of darker, more sinister dealings. T.D. Jakes, in contrast, has built a reputation as a man of faith, distancing himself from the chaos of Hollywood. But when these two figures find themselves at the same exclusive event, it begs the question, what kinds of deals were being struck behind closed doors? This wasn't just a casual gathering. When billionaires and spiritual leaders come together in private, it's rarely about casual conversation or sipping drinks. It's about power, influence, and securing deals that the public will never fully grasp. Lori's footage may have offered a rare peek into this hidden world, and now the question looms, what else have they been keeping under wraps? This leak doesn't just tarnish Steve Harvey's reputation, it jeopardizes everything he's worked for. His TV shows, endorsements, and best-selling books all hinge on his image as a moral guide for the everyday person. But in Hollywood, once the mask slips, it's only a matter of time before the entire facade crumbles. If more details from that exclusive gathering come to light, particularly ones that suggest Steve was aware of what was happening, his entire brand could collapse. It's not just about public perception either. Hollywood has zero tolerance for bad press, and brands that once relied on Steve's name may quickly distance themselves to avoid being dragged into the controversy. One misstep, and this could mark the end of the Steve Harvey empire as we know it.
I'd like to thank Snoop and Puff for stopping by and dropping this knowledge on you all.
The footage Lori leaked could be just the beginning of a much larger unraveling. Hollywood is built on secrets, alliances, and unspoken rules, and this scandal feels like it's only scratching the surface. When major figures like Diddy, TD Jakes, and Steve Harvey start to be exposed, the ripples can shake the entire industry to its core. This leak could trigger a domino effect, with other high-profile elites scrambling to protect their own secrets. We could see them distancing themselves from Steve and cutting ties with anyone potentially caught in the fallout. The real story here isn't just the party, it's what it symbolizes. A world where power and reputation are the true currency, and once you're exposed, there's no going back. On the flip side, this footage could mark the start of Lori Harvey's rise, elevating her from just another celebrity personality to a formidable force in her own right. If she plays her cards wisely, this could be her moment to break free from the shadows of figures like Steve and stake her claim in the industry. She's already shown she's not afraid to disrupt the narrative, no matter the consequences. In Hollywood, that kind of boldness can be a game changer, making or breaking careers in an instant. The fallout from this leak is only just beginning. Steve Harvey's meticulously crafted empire may not withstand the storm, and with figures like Diddy and TD Jakes implicated, it's clear there are deeper, more explosive secrets waiting to emerge. Meanwhile, Lori Harvey is rising from the chaos with newfound power, proving that in an age where information reigns supreme, the one holding the footage controls the narrative. One person wrote, "Steve went home smelling like burnt Vaseline and Jell-O pudding." And just like that, the Harvey family drama has reached a whole new level. Will Steve's threats escalate, or will Lori find a way to patch things up with her father? One thing's for sure, this isn't the last we've heard of this shocking scandal. This story isn't just about one party. It's about influence, power, and the dangerous consequences when the wrong secrets are exposed. And if this is only the beginning, the Hollywood landscape could be forever changed. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.